a LCD display. This modern one, it's more like a tablet that you can put in your car. And I'm moving this one. This one is a cheap a cheap AliExpress display that I bought a couple years ago for like 50 bucks or whatever. It was really cheap. It's been malfunctioning a lot. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to go through the steps of replacing this display and upgrading it to a newer version. So here we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. And if you have any questions, leave some comments and we'll get to it. All right, let's see if I get this camera straight. This is very challenging, people. So, first things first, we have to take off the faceplate here. So we shut off the car, and we're just going to pop this whole thing off. A lot of these displays usually just pop right off. It's usually pretty easy to come off and pull these plugs out. This allows you to completely remove this front off. This is a 2006 Ford Fusion, and we're going to take this front. I have to pull these bolts off. And once we pull these bolts off, we can pull this whole thing front out. Okay, so take this and get some tools here. This is very jam-packed here. Okay. Anyway, so let's go for the steps. So first we're going to remove these bolts here first. And I'm just going to move some stuff here. And let's see. My bolts are a big mess here. Okay, so first step, remove the original display. The factory one I removed a couple years ago. Also, this is the trade jack of all. Pull these guys all out. Come on. No, it looks like it's just a little bit stuck. Okay, there's our cover. Okay. Okay, so it's a very cheap thing. I bought it a bit ago and I absolutely just don't like it. So we're gonna swap this whole thing out. there. This is our camera. And we're going to just simply take that off. All right, so now this factory deck, oh, it's so cheap. If you ever see these on online, whatever, don't buy them. They do tend to malfunction later on, and they're not very reliable. It's quite cheap. They make it look like it's probably just aluminum or whatever, but not very good quality. So if you really want some good quality, definitely I would recommend some different ideas. So I heat shrinked all of these originally. So this is how you would heat shrink everything. This is the correct way to do it. Now first, I'm just gonna pull them apart. There's no way around it. Always go with a wire harness. Never cut the factory wire, ever. Don't cut the factory wire. I did that when I was 16 or 17, so quite a few years ago. It's like 16, 17 years ago. I literally cut factory wire, and it's a bad idea. Always get the harness. You can get your local harnesses at a local electronics store, and they are more reliable if you just go and get them in an electronics store rather than doing this yourself. So this new one comes with my adapter, because the camera on these, even though the display and all that is not very good, the camera on these things are very, very good. So the cameras are really good quality. Just gotta strip all these heat shrinks off. They're no longer useful. It's only like one-time use kind of a deal. There we go. One more. Here. So we got these all stripped out. This is the wiring that we're going to be using. This one in particular had to actually come with an adapter to plug in. So we're just going to... This is the new one. The wiring harness part for camera. These USB ports, I did install this whole thing on my truck, but the USB ports don't work, or didn't work at least while I had them. But what I will be doing is I'll still install them, but it doesn't guarantee that they're actually going to work properly. So what I'll do, one for my wife and one for myself, just run these into the back of the display. Usually you can just shove them in there, you can see some light, and they just literally just pop out right at the bottom here. Literally just a quick run through. And do one for myself too, although you don't really want it underneath, but I'm going to do that anyway. So I'll just run these through. It would be nice if I could have them up here, but I don't think that's going to work. So we're just going to put them up here. Okay, well, let's put them through here as well. iPhone cords and everything, you get everything long enough all the time, so you don't need everything too long. Okay, so next we want to take and hook all these wires up. These ones, obviously, this is just for your feed out and your camera and everything, so I'm gonna probably leave a lot of this out. Yeah. Okay, so that one we can just pretty much plug into here, and we don't have to worry about it until I obviously want to pull this out. Okay. Yeah, let's plug this guy in here. Oh, This is a bit confusing. Oh, that's why. Wrong spot. You don't need to... Oh, still not the right spot. There, okay, there we go. Surprised. Okay, so every single one of these wires is going to have like a breaking edge. And I just usually just take them, twist them, take them off. Actually, just get yourself a nice... I know there's a lot of these fancier wire strippers. I definitely think that it's not worth spending the extra amount of money on all of this extra stuff. So I would really recommend not doing that. Okay, so let's just strip them and install them as they come. I think that would be smart. So first we're fronting the blue one. And that's for your antenna. There. Make sure the other end is good. There. Now we're going to take a heat shrink. And I don't think we actually need the whole thing. They give you about 1.5 inches on a heat shrink, so I'll usually just cut them in half. You don't need the whole thing. And shove it in over the one end, just like this, just like that. Just shove it over and tie in the wire. I won't individually do this on every single one, but I've been doing this for about 15 years, so this is... You don't need anything overly fancy. So then you just twist them together. I know that some guys on here may say you should solder it, but not everybody wants to sit there and learn how to solder. So I'm just going to force every single one over this point. There we go. The wire's covered. Next, we'll just grab one at random. Looks like we got the white, brown, white and black. This guy here. Okay. I always like to twist up my wiring as well. So when you're a young... I remember doing this when I was younger. We used to just we'd used to just have a stereo. That was a natural thing, just to have a nice stereo in your car. And have a subwoofer or whatever. It's common back in my day when I was a teenager. That's like 20 years ago. I may look young, but I'm not. There we go. That's the second wire. Just grab another one. I don't know what this is. It's a pink wire. Nope, we'll leave that one out. Let's go with the other white one. Okay, grab another heat shrink. Cut it in half. So when you're installing these decks, we want to just simply just put a heat shrink over and allow you to cover up the wire coating. Like I said, not everybody can solder, so I'm not going to bother soldering. Just going to coat these things over with these heat shrinks. It doesn't take a mathematician to install a deck. Just has to be, you just have to have common sense. So as we go over this, we'll get this heat shrink on here. Sometimes they slide over because they are smaller heat shrinks. Oh. There we go. Oh, this can be quite annoying. There we go. One at a time. And let's go over the purple one here. Purple, black. Go over each one. I know the camera's not great, but we're just going to go with it. We're going to take it step by step. Grab the next heat shrink. These wires together. So I got this deck off of AliExpress. I know that you'll see guys, they'll sell them for what you think is cheap, but you can get a new one from AliExpress. This one I paid $100 for with free shipping. So I'll try to remember to put them in the link in the description below. Just if all of a sudden you are interested and I haven't put it in there yet, just leave me a comment. I will try to get that link, and then you can set up the same thing. This is the smaller one of the options of the 7-inch display. I didn't really want to go anything big and fancy with this car. I did the bigger one, and I did the 9-inch display on my truck. And then this is an 06 Ford Fusion. If you are looking for the same kind of style, then it's definitely a good option. Okay, let's get another heat shrink. Flip that over. And you will have a lot of times wiring. A lot of these Chinese companies, because they got this from China, a lot of these Chinese companies, they will have a lot of extra gadgets and stuff like that included in these packages. Okay, let's get that heat shrink on here. Come on. Oh, this is very time consuming. There. Okay, let's go with the I think this one. Okay, no, that's good. Let's go with this power. You might be wondering why I'm doing this live. Well, I'm doing this live because it's shorter actually to upload this video. Than to record it and pre-do this all beforehand. I know there's more prep time, but as a guy like me with experience with everything, you don't always have that time. There we go. Come on. There we go. Red. Boy, everything is everywhere. Okay. Keep on trucking. You don't really have to know what these wires are supposed to be at. That's the whole point of the wire harness. So remember, don't cut the factory wire. Always you always cut. Always get a wire harness. Let's flip that over. There we go. Okay. After we have this all done, then we can put some heat to these things. Okay, looks like that's my next match. So make sure when you're installing these wires, make sure that they're matched, because you're going to see two sets of everything. One's going to have a black stripe on them. The other one obviously will not. So all you have to do is just match up the stripe to every single one. Once you have that matched, then that should work out. It will always have one matching the other. So all decks, well, everything that you come to replace in your vehicle will have a matching opposite. Get a nice twist. It's easy to work with, for me anyway. I like to just get a simple twist. Hey, where's my heat shrink that I just put on here? Apparently I forgot to put a heat shrink on here. go. Redo that. There. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see what we got here left. We're almost done. So we got the gray one. Oh, the black one. Let's do the black one. There. Dang it. Again with the heat shrink. I forgot. Hey. Use a bigger one. Okay. Orange. Okay, that's the illuminator, the dash illuminator. Still working on it. Steph. Steph. Stephanie. Stephanie. What are you doing? Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we got, let's see, we got gray solid, no black stripe. All right. Gray solid, gray solid. Let's put a heat shrink on that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's see what else. A lot of extra wire here. Okay, there's a gray and black. There we go. Heat shrink on that boy. Let's see. I got this blue one. Mix this. Let's see. Back. Okay, so that is backup camera. So back, you want to connect that one. There. Put a heat shrink on that guy. Strip this guy out. Now it's recommended that for these heat shrinks, you want to cover up the wires that are exposed as well, so that there's no any grounding or anything like that. You cover up these heat shrinks and everything, then it should be good to go. There we go. So yeah, when you're installing these wiring, you want to make sure that you cover up every single one. You want to have a look like this. This is your finished product. You cover that all the wires up with heat shrink, and then you take what I do is I usually take a lighter to them, and I'll shrink them up. Obviously, that's the purpose of heat shrinks. and covering up our wiring. Okay, I think that was the only one that was wildly exposed. So now, take the heat shrink, my lighter, and we'll go every single wire here. Just cover them up. There we go. You see that? That just kind of covers it up so that nothing's exposed. Do that over this open one here too as well. There we go. We'll do every single wire here. There. Go to everyone and shrink these on. There. That will hold them together kind of like a Band-Aid. I know this isn't a perfect solution, but it works beautifully. I like these decks. They work quite nice. They have Apple. They have the iPhone option as well. Come with mapping, everything. There we go. Every single one. It's a little warm, but there. And yes, I am using a barbecue lighter. Come on. There you go. This thing's running out of fumes. Let's see if I can get it to work. Let's amp that up a bit. There we go. That's a bit of a bigger flame. I think we got them all here. Yeah. Okay. So now we got all these hooked up. We can now officially take a lot of these other wire harnesses that came with these displays. So this is my my brake. I don't think I need this actually. Well, maybe. I don't know. Some of these wires. So this is my Wi-Fi hookup and my camera hookup. I don't think I actually need these. Okay, so we'll just plug that in. It's kind of nice with the camera that I had with this one. It worked out really well. And let me see what else is there. There's my GPS as well. These displays come with a GPS. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to shove this into the back, and this will allow me to just put it wherever I want afterwards. If I could, there are holes at the top here. This is the tricky thing about these displays is you have to kind of work with what you got. I don't think I can just shove it in here. And nope, I don't think so. I'm just gonna have to do the best I can and just run them through. So, just run it through this way. Okay. This is the lazy quick route. Okay. So here we go. This one we're just gonna screw it onto the backside here. Remember, you can get these at AliExpress. There. Okay. And our antenna. There we go. Come on, in you go. There. Antennas will always have generally a display like this right here. This will allow you to get it in there properly, and then we have our his and her ports for USB. I'll put those in right away. And the second one. There we go. Now let's hook this guy up. This guy is going to go right here. There we go. Get into my main face here. There. Here. Oh, I can't unplug here. Oh. There. Good. Now there in this car in particular, you're going to notice that here's the big thing that I want everybody to share in is there is an extra harness on the Ford Fusion, on the 2006 Ford Fusion. So what you're going to have to do is you're just going to have to avoid using that one. That one is actually for the buttons on the steering wheel. So that'll allow that. Looks like we're already getting our power up here. So that's a good thing. Look at that. Already working. There we go. It's the first time on. Looks like it's got some neat updates. And now we have all these in. Let's just make sure that the backup camera is on. So we're just gonna go like this. Not seeing anything yet. Okay. I wonder. There is this one here. Not seeing anything yet. Nope, nothing there. Okay, so that is nothing. Okay. Do I have to ground this thing? I'm not seeing it. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, well, we'll have to figure that backup camera yet. Unless if it's just because my garage door is open. I mean, closed. Filament out. I am not seeing my backup camera. That is very odd. I'm wondering if I'm missing anything here that I'm not seeing for my backup camera. Is the camera's here? That's right. Okay. What am I missing? I'm not sure. This is very odd. My camera's not working. Let me see something here. Let's see if this will do anything. Ugh. I mean, this thing is supposed to have Wi-Fi as well. It's a beautiful display, but jeepers, why doesn't anything work? This works. Oh, the stations work. So that's good. I mean, the display is phenomenal. If you guys can see that there, the display is really sharp. And this is $100 on AliExpress. Really cool. Let me see. Go to my favorite station.
Live your
works great.
lifestyle with Pure Joy Naturals.
So the only thing left is hooking up. I'll have to figure out the backup camera another time. Must be something going on with the backup camera. It's pretty cool. Car amplifier and everything like that on here.
Pure Joy Naturals.
The display in the front, I guess it gives you a ready-made reading here for your kilometers an hour, which is cool because this car's mileage is out.
80 years old and still playing
volleyball.
Go.
Let me see what else they have here. They got Google Play Store here. Apparently this thing's supposed to... Oh, there we go. There's navigation.
But I always think sort of the secret is
YouTube.
You know, if you like doing something,
Google Maps.
keep going and find a way
Yeah, it's not bad.
to make it work for you.
Let's see. This thing is supposed to have Wi-Fi on it as well. I'm not seeing any display. It probably needs to be hooked up to a phone via Bluetooth. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh yeah. See here, Z-Link. That's your. That's the display for the iPhone. Oh, not bad.
Hunger never takes a day off.
Okay.
Help enhance the lives of those in need.
Right on. Date's off, so I'll have to update this whole thing. It says it's Sunday. It's not Sunday. Okay. So now, this thing is giving me the option to set up this way. So I believe I have this thing here. Just gonna have to shove that plate on here. Okay. Okay. Came with this little guy here. The dexterity on here is really good. Okay. We're gonna put that on afterwards. It kind of holds that in place. Hey, now, gonna put this over here. Get this re-screwed on. That there. Okay, now put this guy back on. There. Whew. Okay. Blade. You always end up afterwards. You end up having these little displays. There we go. That'll hold it. Oh, keep dropping shit. Oh, it's really vivid color. Oh yeah. Where's my? Well, let's get this in here anyway. Let's get this printer on here. Don't mind my kids in the background. They're just having a good time. I think this will work. All right, let's rehook these up. There. There we go. All right, what do you guys think? Does that look good? Does that look great? Might have to do some kind of crazy glue or something to keep this on, but I think that display should work out. So if you're interested in this kind of display, it's really simple to set it up. It's really simple, really easy to set these kind of displays up. And no, John, they're not expensive. They're $100. I didn't pay that much. Free shipping on AliExpress. But like, if you look at that, I mean, it gives you everything. The only thing I can't get is the backup camera to work properly. Maybe some malfunction or something in the trunk, but everything else seems to be working just fine. Then we have your Bluetooth. I haven't obviously set this up yet. We have our GPS, our menu. It's pretty good. I think this will work just fine. Right on. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Check out my channel. I've got lots and lots of comments. I post daily for YouTube Shorts, a lot of comedy, and a lot of things that I go through in construction. Life of jack of all trades. If you're interested, I am doing these hats as well. All of a sudden you do have an interest in hats, make a comment that you'd like something like this. If you're a jack of all trades as well, that you'd like to do this kind of stuff, let me know, and if there's enough people that want them, and I will gladly get them. Let me see what else is there. Yeah, don't buy cheap decks off of Wish or whatever. They're garbage. They don't last and they malfunction. All right, you guys have yourself a great one. Like, subscribe to my channel, and have a great one. Enjoy your weekend, guys.